Alright everyone, we have come to the proverbial end of the road. The place looks empty. There's nothing here except this lonely church and a lonely brother on my right. You will see him in a second. There he is, having a good time. For now, let's call him Wasiwasi. He seems nervous. Only the Lords know why. So this place is called the Pool of the Hippos. You can see it is a huge swamp. And it is the source of River Ewasonyiro, which is probably the biggest in northern Kenya. It is also the source of Thompson Falls, the tallest or the highest waterfall in the country. It is probably 300 meters on my right. But I want to show you something. I'm zooming. There is a civilization down there. I'm sure you can see a town. That is Nyahururu town. I'm told it is one of the biggest towns in Laikipia County. But unfortunately, that is not my destination for today. I want to go to a neighboring town in the neighboring Nyandarua County that goes by the name Mairo Inya. I'm already in town. I'm early. It's around 10 a.m. The month of June 2025. And this is the famous Mairo Inya town. We want to explore this beautiful town and see what's up. It is approximately 9 kilometers from Nyahururu town, or some 6 miles, and 100 kilometers to Nyeri town, which is the next big town from here. The town is in Nyandarua County, but some parts are in Laikipia. I will also be taking you to one of the slums in Nyahururu town later in this video, so stay tuned. So far so good. I'm liking the town. It's quite vibrant. I can see the bench of old-timers right in front. It is on my left. It seems like only two have made it to the town this early. Just waved at them. It is part of our traditions in this part of the world. I told you every village town has such a bench where old-timers meet and discuss local politics. So far so good. The town seems to be quite vibrant. Businesses are doing quite well. I have not seen a vacant shop. You can see that on my left. Every shop is open despite being this early. You know, in most village towns, most shopkeepers go to their farms during the day and only open their businesses in the afternoon. But that is not the case here. Every business is up and running. So this is the town's bus terminus, and it is for matatus plying the local routes. I will also be taking you to the old part of the town, the old town, where everything started. It is on the other side of the road. But before then, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent of Africa. I go by the name Mr. Lone Traveler, a very lonely man who only finds solace in visiting lonely places. So make sure you hit that subscription button. It is absolutely free, but means the world to the lonely patriot. We also do private tours for other patriots. For instance, if you want your village town to be featured, or maybe you are Kenyan living abroad and you miss to see some parts of the country, maybe your former schools or where you grew up, or maybe they are telling you to invest in a certain area, convincing you that it has a lot of neighbors and social amenities, and you are not sure about that. Just WhatsApp me on that number down there and we'll communicate. Back to the video. I'm on the other side of the town. This is the newly tarmacked Mairo Inya Ndogino Road. And I'm about to join the Nyahururu Nyeri Highway. So on my left is Nyeri town, the former capital of the old central Kenya. I thought you knew. Told you the town is some 100 kilometers from here. The road also goes to Nanyuki, which is the other biggest town in Laikipia County. But you can see I took the right turn. This will take me to Nyahururu, Ol Kalau, and it joins the Nairobi-Nakuru highway at Gilgil. So let me quickly show you the map so that you can know exactly where I'm at. I'm at the border of the old Central Kenya province and the Rift Valley, but the town is squarely in Central Kenya. I can see the town's market on my left. It is an open-air market, and it seems like today is the market day. Every trader is in town. It's quite a big town. I was not expecting this, to be sincere. I thought it was just a shopping center. I'll be turning left in a few seconds. I'm reminded I promised to take you to the old town. So this road will take you to a place called Shamata. I'm not sure whether you have heard about that. It's an old town in the interior of Nyandarua County. Very remote in the slopes of the Aberdares ranges. So Mairo Inya is just a small town of 7,924 people. That's the urban population, those living in town, with a population density of 945 people living in a square kilometer. But the extended Mairo Inya, that is the town, plus the villages around, has a total population of 30,527. And that is as of 2019. So probably the area has clocked 50,000 people. I'm told this is one of the fastest growing towns in Nyandarua County, with the government estimating that the population is growing at a rate of 12% per annum. That's a crazy growth rate. Not even Nairobi City is growing at that rate. Remember, in the year 2000, the town's population was only 3,580 people. And 20 years later, the town is at 30,000. I'm sure my investing buddies are taking notes. Quite a huge opportunities here. I want to take you to the oldest part of the town. I just turned right. You can see some very old wood houses on my right. Although the road is not that nice, but we'll definitely get there. In terms of gender distribution, the two genders are almost equal, with the males being 15,027, which is about 49.2%, while females being 15,500, which is 50.8%. That tells you the females have a slight majority, with about 470 more women than men. That's normal. There is nothing abnormal about that gender distribution. So this is the old part of the town. You can even tell by how it is designed. You know, most old shopping centers were designed in a U-shape, with the public space right in the middle, which serves as the market in most places. The place looks deserted. Nothing much is taking place here. You can even take a quick head count of the number of people you see in this side of the town. The place looks deserted. Only two donkeys are grazing. And remember, you are just a few meters from the front side of the town. And you can see how different the two places looks. It is like two different towns. I can see an old wooden church right in front. The place looks lonely for sure. But I'm sure the town is bringing a lot of nostalgia to most of the old timers. You can imagine growing up in such a lonely town and worshipping in such a lonely old church with your siblings every Sunday. And probably it is in the 90s or 80s. What a beautiful life. But I'm sure it is only beautiful if you are a kid, or maybe an old timer who is only looking for a peaceful livelihood in an old town. But as a middle-aged, you need to hit the street and go to the big cities to look for a job and for money. The town is in a constituency called Ndaragwa, one of the 5 constituencies in Nyandarua County. It is also the smallest in terms of the population, not size. And in fact, it has been threatened by the Boundary Commission to be abolished. for not meeting the minimum population threshold. I think the mark is at 100,000 people per constituency or thereabout. But this one, that is Ndaragwa, has a total population of 85,245 people, with the majority being females, as usual, at 51.4%, while males having a slight minority at 48.6%. So the constituency has been existing since 1988, and that is the list of the people who have become members of parliament. So I want you to check the list keenly. I can see the current area member of parliament goes by the name George Gachagua. I'm sure that name rings a bell. There's another popular Gachagua, who was the former deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. And that brings me to my question, directed to the locals and those who are quite familiar with the current affairs. So, are the two Gachaguas related somehow? Because I must confess that is not a common name around. I'm just curious. So just write to me down on the comment section and I'll appreciate big time. If you checked keenly on the list of the people who have become members of parliament here, I told you to look at it keenly. There's another name that appeared, and that is this guy right here. He goes by the name Jeremiah Ngayo Kioni. He is a popular politician in the country, served 2 terms in this constituency, and rumors have it he once vied for the presidency as a deputy president. That is in 2013. He was vying as a deputy president for one Musalia Mudavadi. So this place almost produced a deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. So don't joke with it. Don't do that, brothers. Anyways, I'm leaving town, heading to Nyahururu side. I definitely had a good time in Mairo Inya town, which is Kikuyu for 4 miles. Anyways, I'll be hitting our next towns in a few minutes. It is a slums that goes by the name Manguo Slums, which is one of the biggest in Nyahururu town. So let's meet there. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to hit Manguo Slums. I'll be turning left on this road to hit the slum center in a few. So for the non-Kikuyus brothers and sisters, or those who are not quite familiar with the local dialects, I'm sure they're having a problems with the name Manguo, since you can easily translate it to mean nguo, which is the Swahili for clothes. But that is not the case. The true definition of this term is to mean the waters of hippopotamus. So in Kikuyu language, which is the biggest ethnic group of the people living around here, hippos are called nguo. And so there's a swamp here which was quite popular with hippos, and the locals gave it that name. So far so good. I can see it's not a bad town. There's tarmac all over. I can also see electricity is all over. I think I should share the map so that you can know where we are. I'm sure you can see Nyahururu town is not far from here. Maybe about 2 kilometers. So we are in the outskirts of the big town. Well, the slum has a total population of 7,924 people, with a population density of 945 people living in a square kilometer. In terms of the gender distribution, the males are the majority. And I don't know why most slums in Kenya have males as the majority. I have noted that pattern for some time. Well, in terms of male, there are 4,029, while females are 3,127. I'm sure you can see that's quite a huge gap. So the slum is in Laikipia County, Laikipia West constituency, but the boundary between Nyandarua and Laikipia counties is just around the corner. Anyways, let me leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching thus far. But please continue watching until the end. And the fact that you have watched this far, it means that you somehow like what you are doing. So kindly consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent of Africa. Also like the video so that it can be recommended to as many people as possible, and smash the notification bell so that every time we post, you will be among the first few people to be notified. Keep the conversation going. Tell us what do you think about these towns, that is Mairo Inya and the slums of Manguo. Also check our sister channel, that is Kikuyu Traveling Media. Go there, subscribe, and watch. Thank you.